Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Luclin here, and welcome back to creating your own custom maps in Unturned. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Remember, if you're enjoying it, please remember, give it a thumbs up, and down in the comments below, let me know what you'd like to see a tutorial on. Okay, so recap. Last time we left off, we created this. We created a kind of a rural backcountry road look, which actually looks pretty nice. I was pretty happy with how this turned out. And now, today, I'm going to show you guys how lighting affects the scene. So lighting is a very, very important element to game design, and how it affects the scene really plays on the immersion of the player itself. So what I'm going to show you guys, we're going to go in environment, and we're going to go to lighting here. There's a lot of different settings in here, and we're going to play with a lot of these just to show you guys different things. Okay, so first of all, we're going to play over with this. So we have sea level, so if we want, we can bring the sea level up. We can bring the sea level down. Okay, it's pretty easy. So let's put it about there. And then you have a snow level. Remember those snow trees? Well, look at this. So we can actually create a snow level if we wanted to. Pretty neat, right? And on top of that, if you look, let's just say like we're going to take our road here, and let's go back to environment real fast, actually terrain. Go to materials, let's go to gravel, road, sand, snow. So we can take snow like this and just kind of lay it out here, make it where it looks like it's a little more white there. And now we can kind of give this more of a winter look. We can add the winter trees in here and give this more of a wintry feel with what we have. It's pretty easy stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do is go back to environment, go to lighting, and let's turn down the snow level. Done. So we already messed this up. So what we're going to do is just come back to terrain, materials, and let's grab our gravel. So we have some gravel there. So let's go ahead and lay this out through here. Get rid of that snow. Just going to fix it back up real fast. Like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Hope you guys are learning stuff from this. There are many other game editors out there that I know besides this. I'm very proficient in a lot of game editors. For those of you who don't know, I have a game design background. I've been designing video games for the past 14 years. So I kind of know a little bit about this. Okay, so now in this, what we're going to do is we're going to go back. So we're in our environment, and we're going to go to lighting again. And we're going to go ahead and mess with some different things. So like for instance, let's mess with the time. So here's our rural back road here. So let's go ahead and mess with the time some. So now this is during the daytime, and this is nighttime here. So let's change the phases of the moon. Now you see the moon, how the moon's coming out right now? You can actually change the moon phases. So look, we can change the moon phases here. Just like this. Now the clouds are running in front of it, but you can see that we're changing moon phases like this. It's pretty cool. Now, the cool thing about this, like here's one of the things that I want you guys to see. So you see the fog in the background there? That's a real important part of immersing a player into an environment. So let's go ahead and let's look at shadow midday, shadow midnight. We want fog midnight. I think it's considered about midnight. Yeah, look, see how we're intensifying the fog? Okay, so fog, like I said, plays a really big factor in immersion in a game, because what it does is it hides the unknown. The player does not know what lies ahead, so it starts playing with their emotions inside, and they're wondering, what's up there? Is it death? Is it treasure? Is there a vehicle up there? You don't know, and that's a really big thing. Remember that. Fog really plays a huge part in immersing a player into a map. Okay, so like I said, it's nighttime, and as you can see here, it looks creepy. Like it looks creepy. You're kind of on your own. I like it a lot. Looks really good. Now, let me see if we can go into objects, and let's look and see if there's any type of street lights. Maybe there's like a street light somewhere. Let's see. No, we want G. There we go. Come on, G. Thank you. Okay, alarm light, chemical green light, flickering lights, light, street light. There we go. So now we have a street light. So let's grab this street light, and we're going to put a street light down here. It's like about right here. Let's do that. Let's hit E. So there's a street. Now this doesn't really go with what the mode that we've got here, but we're just going to use it anyways. We're going to see how this looks. So we're going to take this, and let's do this. Let's pull it a little forward a little bit more. And this is where I would love that scale to come in, because this should be able to scale a little bit. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use a flickering light. Let's see what these flickering light looks like. So let's go ahead and click on this here and hit E. So there's the flickering light there. So what are we getting? So that's a creepy looking light there. Let's look at flickering light 1. So that's a lot brighter. Okay, so that, I don't know if I like that one too much. Let's try it again. Let's try 3. I mean, that could work right there. So if you take this, oh, wait, where's my light? There it is. Grab the light, bring it over here like this, and you just want to kind of line it up with this as much as you can. So now we've got a flickering light. That kind of adds to stuff that's going on. But the problem is, here's the problem. Now, if we did this on this road, this would look so freaking unnatural, it's not even funny. Because why would this be here? What is the rationale behind why this light, this only light, is here and it's flickering? There is none. So this would just be out of the question. So this needs to be deleted, and that needs to be deleted. So it does not make it look good. It's a really nice effect, but you got to use it in the right areas in order for that effect to work. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to mess with the lighting. So if you look at environment lighting, so right now it's nighttime. So we want to look at the different things that we can add into this. So I'm guessing this is, yeah, this is our nighttime sky. Is that, yeah, that's our nighttime. Okay, so you see that? That's interesting over there, right? Very interesting. Let's see what this is over here, why it's reacting like that. Looks like there's water right here, actually. Ah, we do have water right there. Let's lower our sea level down more. Because that was the sea level that was actually reacting to that. Yeah, the sea at midnight. So we want, I mean, we could actually make that look creepy too. So everything can be adjusted to look creepy as can be. You know, that's pretty neat. All right, so let's go back up here. Let's go to sun, dusk, midday, fog, midnight. Okay, so you can change colors of the fog too. So we could make the fog different colors. Fog, dawn, ambient, midnight. That's what we're looking at right here, is the ambient midnight. So this is going to be, yeah, you see that? See the ground, how it's changing? Okay, so this really takes the ambient down at midnight. So like, you don't, especially if there's a moon out. If there's a moon out, you don't want to do, because you see the shadowing? I mean, the shadowing actually works pretty well here. So let's see. Like, we can bring it just like there. So there's, yeah, that's your ambient there. So we want to kind of bring out that a little more so you can see this over here on the trunks of the tree. See, like that there. I think that looks pretty good. That looks creepy to me. I like that. That looks really good. Let's see, sky dusk, sky midnight. So we can do the sky also, so we can change the color of the sky. See this? I love that you can do all this. This is great. Anytime that you have this ability, like, we should actually make it like that. I like that. That looks good. That looks really good. That's a really nice scene. Very nice setup scene. Okay, so now let's go ahead and adjust the time again, and let's look at this in, this is about noon right here. So let's see if we can adjust the intensity of shadows. Okay, so shadow midday. So there's shadow midday. Okay, so yeah, there you go. See, look, you can adjust the intensity of shadows. So that's like shadow midday right there. And we could do, there's not too much fog going on, so that's not too bad. Let's bring it up more. Okay, so look at this. I love the light rays. That looks really good. Okay, so let's look at the morning time. So about right there, I feel like this fog should be a little more intense. Let's see, is that shot? That's, yeah, that's dawn fog. Okay, about there we'll say. Okay, now let's see. Let's go. Let's bring it back. Let's go back to midnight. About there is midnight. So intensity. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling that. I really like that a lot. And then we can adjust. See right there. And then we can adjust this too. So that's actually considered dusk. So let's do the dusk. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so so let's give it a little bit of light there. So I'm using the tree as a reference to look at it. Then we can move it here like this. That's about midday, and that's looking really good. The shadows are nice, and that's looking pretty decent. So you see what I mean? Like, just by creating a scene like this, and it's starting to look pretty good just playing around with the lighting. Like I said, lighting is a huge factor, 100% huge factor in doing this. Okay, so you can also change the position of the sun. See, there's the sun there. So you can change it by the azimuth and the okay, so it's faded out. Let's see what happens when we do that. Let's do, yeah, see, we can change the position of the sun if we want to, but we're not going to mess with it too much. We're going to leave it about right there, which that's looking pretty good. I like that a lot. Okay, now let's pull it back down. And one of the things I want to show you too, really quick too, is when you have buildings. Buildings are another thing, because I notice, you know, when people make things in games, they really don't take into consideration like what the building's going to look like in the daytime and the nighttime, and that's really a big deal. So we're gonna come over here and we're just gonna grab a house real fast. So let's grab a house. Let's remove this. Okay, and let's do house. And I don't know which one is what, but let's find out. We just need a small house, nothing crazy big. Let's see, where's the beginning? That's not really a small house either. Let's try house 3, see what that looks like. House 3, anything good? There's our front door, so let's go ahead and rotate it. Let's rotate it around. Okay, now once again we have that grass problem where the grass is inside of the house, and we don't want that there because that really just kills the immersion of something, like, because that's just not realistic. So we have to remove the terrain out of it and stuff. So let's go ahead and remove the terrain. Let's go to terrain, go to height, and let's go to lower, and let's leave the size where it is. Actually bring the size down a little bit, come inside of here and just kind of put this around, and yeah, get it to where it just disappears, just like that. Come on, a little more. Looks like we have a tree actually in the house too. These are things that you need to look at. These are things that really bother me a lot when I see custom maps, is people don't take the time to do this, and it really makes a big difference. It makes a huge difference when it comes to immersing the player in your world. Okay, so there's the tree sticking in there, and there's some grass, there's some land sticking here. Just bring it down, done. See, now our house, now we got to move this tree. Let's delete this tree here. So let's go over to resources, click on this, let's go to subtract, and let's get rid of this tree. Okay, and let's get rid of this tree, and we'll put new ones down. So let's go ahead, back this way, go back up, find our pine tree, just put one there, and there. Should be good. Nope, that's out in the road. We don't want it in the road. See, do that, add again, there. Now it looks like it's back in the house again. Wow, okay, let's just leave it there. Who cares? Now, you see how we have grass inside? Okay, so hopefully you guys are learning this, because the thing that we need to do, once again, come over here, go to dirt, and put a dirt foundation under the house. Just like this. The whole entire house. Just kind of guesstimate where that's at. Right there. And then we can go back and we can put grass around it, fine tune it, or whatever. But this is the best way to remove all the unwanted grass inside of a home that does not belong there. See? Done. Alright, so now, okay, so there's the garage there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to mess around. Ooh, I don't like that. That's got me. Okay, so let's grab this real fast once again and put it there. Done. Okay, back again and rebake. And we're done. So now what we want to do is we're going to focus on the lighting on the inside of this house. So we're looking for the most creepiest lighting we can possibly get in a zombie apocalypse game. That's what we want. So let's go over to environment again, go to lighting, and let's go ahead and change our time of day. So watch inside of the house as we change the time of day. Okay, so now this is nighttime. And the biggest thing about this, and I think this actually has to do with the settings because I don't have ambient occlusion on right now. But as you can see, everything just looks flat and white inside of the house. So it's not a really good lighting level for scaring somebody. So let's look at intensity here. So we can see the intensity out, see the doors, how they're going down. That's really what we want. That's what we want. Let's go to sun, fog. We want ambient midnight. That's what we're looking for, is ambient midnight, because we're going to use this. See that right there? So it's getting darker. There's no light. The only light that's coming from this scene is from the night sky, and there's barely a moon out. So there should be like literally no lighting in here. But with ambient occlusion too on, that's one of the graphics settings, that'll change this up a lot too. And I'll show you guys a difference between them next time when we come back. But like this right here, this is something that you want to really concentrate on. And this looks very meh. And you can make this look a lot better, like I said, and like I'll show you guys that with ambient occlusion. But we can kind of fine tune this and watch the walls as we fine tune it. So we can say we want that to be darker. See how it's getting darker now? Just there. See how it's getting more of a flat dark with the shadowing right there? That's what we're looking for. So it's not so shiny. We don't want it shiny. There shouldn't be any brightness whatsoever with this. It shouldn't be like a bright shininess. Now, right now, look at this. That looks really good. See how the trees look and how the road looks and how you just kind of can barely see in the distance? That's looking really good right now. Look at that. And that house is looking creepy up there on that beach. That's what we want. You want to be able to, when somebody comes over a mountain line or over like a ridge line, you want them to look out there and go, ooh, there's a house. But there's so much unknown because of the fog and the lighting. So remember that, you guys. Like I said before, in game design, a very important part of game design is lighting a scene. Lighting a scene is huge when it comes to immersing your player in your map. All right, you guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any ideas of anything you want to see, make sure you put it in the comments down below. And thank you so much for your support, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.